And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio back from Madison, Wisconsin. A great college football night at Camp Randall Stadium. 76,000 people at the game. Game that Wisconsin dominated in the first half, outgaining Army 230 to 48 yards. But in the second half, Army came back strong. They dominated yards 218 to 80. Very strong performance by the Black Knights in the second half. On defense, they forced 3 Wisconsin punts. They got a score in the early fourth quarter on a Tyhier Tyler 5-yard rush. He had had a 36-yard rush in the drive. And then Wisconsin was forced to punt. And Army got the ball at the 9-yard line, and they got a first down up to the 20. But then disaster struck as Jabari Lawson at quarterback got blindsided by the Wisconsin linebacker Leah Chanel. 17 tackles on the game. He's going to play on Sundays. I have a strong anticipation. And as he blindsided Jabari Laws, who was trying to get off a pass or a lateral, and the ball went loose and recovered by Wisconsin on the 1-yard line. It was considered Wisconsin ball there, and they scored on the next play by their quarterback Graham Marsh. But then Army went the length of the field for a touchdown with a score by A.J. Howard on a 6-yard run, and that made the score 20-13. Army did an onside kick, but was recovered by Wisconsin, and that was the end of the game. Afterwards, we had a chance to talk with 3 players, all juniors, as a matter of fact. Safety Marquel Broughton, who had 5 solo tackles on the night, 11 tackles overall. Outside linebacker Andre Carter, who had 3 solo tackles, had a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and the blocked extra point. And Tyhier Tyler, the quarterback, who ran 17 times for 90 yards and a touchdown, and led Army to 2 touchdown drives in the game. Let's hear from the 3 players.
We didn't make enough plays to stop them, and we lost. And that's what it comes down to. We didn't make enough plays. We didn't execute enough. We didn't stop the run, and that's part of our plan. And we didn't finish there, and we didn't accomplish that. So then, yeah, that's the best way I can answer that.
I got you. Thank you very much.
Ken McMillan.
Marquel, tough game there tonight, but how do you feel coming out of this one, given the effort, but given the result?
I mean, coming after a loss, it's never something that you're really happy about. I am happy that our team kept fighting. That shows that we can persevere and we can continue to love one another and trust one another and push each other to keep fighting to the end. So I respect our team for that. But like I said, we lost, and no one's happy after a loss, and I'm definitely not happy.
Mm-hmm. You guys were down 13-0, but the defense picked up 3 defensive stops in a row in time for you to get the touchdown. So how'd you feel about the way the defense was playing at that point? Did you make the adjustments that you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, we started to slow down on stopping the run a little bit. But, I mean, we didn't make enough plays to get our offense in some easier field possession, and that's just it.
And just tell me about moving forward.
We're going to keep our heads up. We're going to go on to the next week. We're going to focus on Army, and we're going to keep playing. We're not going to let this derail us. We're going to keep pushing each other and pushing ourselves just to go hard and fight for one another.
I think we got to do better.
Felt like we played hard. I got to give it up to the opponent. They had a great scheme. They run the ball on us. But we didn't give up. That's the thing we could take from it to the end. We got to be better if we want to win next week.
How did you feel that you got 3 force? You're able to force Wisconsin to punt 3 times in the fourth quarter.
It was good. We did a little better in the second half than we did in the first. Yeah, getting him off the field was great. Gave us a chance to win the game.
Ken McMillan?
To follow on Kenny's point, how difficult was it to slow down Wisconsin?
It was very difficult. They got some great players, a great scheme. They're one of the top rushing teams in the country. So we definitely have our hands full with it. And it was definitely a challenge for us.
How'd you feel, though? You know, you guys got 3 defensive stops in a row. You got the touchdown. You stop them one more time. How were you feeling at that point, you know, down 13-7 with the ball?
Feeling good. I was right where we wanted to be, with a chance to win the game in the fourth quarter. Playing against a team like this and the environment like they have, that's really all you can ask for is a chance to win it at the end. But we weren't able to get that done.
Can you offer a couple of thoughts on Jabari Laws? I know it's the other side of the ball, but I mean, you guys had to feel good about him getting his first considerable action.
Yeah, I was really happy for Jabari to see him back in there. He's had a tough go of it these last couple of years with injuries and whatnot. So just to see one of my brothers kind of rebound from that and really get back out there was great to see.
And then last thing, you guys had 4 defensive stops in a row in the second half. Did you guys make certain adjustments that made you guys more effective?
I don't think so. I think we just came out, played our assignments a little better in the second half. On some of the touchdowns that they had, we busted some assignments, so that's how they were able to do that. So I think just playing more fundamentally sound in the second half was what caused us to be able to stop them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's a loss, but you know, you guys fought hard here. So what's your take out of this game?
Have a great practice tomorrow and get ready for Wake Forest and defend Marquel Stadium.
Hi, Tyhier. Ken McMillan from The Record.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Tyhier, what are your thoughts coming out of this one?
You know, we got to make plays. We got to execute. You know, looking around the locker room, there's no doubt that every single guy in that room gave their all, gave their 100% effort. You know, the toughness and the effort is there. We just got to, you know, execute assignments more. And, you know, we're going to get back to practice tomorrow and, you know, fix those corrections and get ready for another big one this week.
First half was obviously tough moving the ball. What was wrong then, and what did you guys do in the second half to kind of solve that?
Going in the second half, we didn't change a thing. We kept running our offense. We kept running our stuff. It's just we gotta get those guys out of there. You know, obviously, you know, they're big. You know, they had, you know, good calls. You know, they're a great team, physical team. You know, we just had to dig deep and, you know, play Army football. But we made 0 adjustments. You know, we just had to play our brand of football and it stepped up in the second half.
So just executed better.
Yes, sir. That's all we got to do. You know, the effort, toughness was there. Everything was there. We just got to execute our assignments. It just comes down to execution. You know, effort and toughness can only take you so far.
You took a major hit on the sideline early in the fourth quarter, came out, but came back in and ran off the 36-yard play, which set up the first touchdown. Can you take us through the 36-yarder? And then what was it like punching in that touchdown?
You know, like we rep those plays all the time. You know, I come back, I wait for my guy to come around. And once I got my lead blockers, you know, you got to turn the jets on, you know, just trying to make a play. You know, there wasn't a doubt in nobody's mind that the game was over. You know, we still competing to the end. And then, you know, on the last play, it was a pass play, as you've seen, but I was right there. I saw I could get it, had to make a play. So, you know, I did it. But, you know, I got to give credit to my linemen. You know, I got 280+ pound linemen pulling and running 40 yards down the field with me, lead blocking. So, you know, can't do nothing without them. So, you know, it's just you got to make plays when it's time.
I'm sorry, did you say the pass play was on the 5-yard touchdown run or on the 36-yarder?
The touchdown.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And then last thing.
We'll go one more for Tyhier.
Sure. Jabari, talk about him getting his first considerable action, and what was it like alternating as much as you did?
Yes, sir. So I say in every single interview I have when I'm asked about the other quarterbacks, Jabari Laws is my best friend, like on and off the field. So it was a special moment for me. And throughout the week, we knew we were both going to be rotating. You know, we have different playing styles. You know, we do things better than one another. But, you know, just just being able to be in the game with him and play with your best friend, that's bigger in football. I'm happy for him. He stepped up when we needed him to step up. And, he's had a long road, with his knee, but, it's just, I'm happy for him,
But he was truly effective.
Definitely.
Okay, great to hear from Marquel Broughton, Andre Carter, and Tyhier Tyler, all stand-up guys, and all disappointed, but they will be back ready to play against Wake Forest on Saturday at Michie Stadium. Just looking at total stats on the day, 179 yards rushing for Army, Wisconsin 198. Passing, Army 87 yards to 112. Wisconsin, they got it. Wisconsin's got to be disappointed about only 112 yards passing, 8 of 15. Jabari Law's winning. Great to see him in. His first real competitive time in the middle of the game. He played the end of 2 games earlier in the year. And he was 5 of 6 passing, 310 to 266 edge by Wisconsin. And Zach Harding had a big day punting, 5 punts, all landed inside the 20. And Tyrell Robinson, 6 carries, 46 yards, 7.5 yards a carry. Got to give the ball to Tyrell, and good things happen. He is such a fast, athletic player. And pass catching, Rike Donaldson had 2 catches, Isaiah Alston 2. And with Jabari Law's in, Army's got a passing attack. On defense, Julian McDuffie at cornerback, 9 tackles, 7 solos. And they always seem to run. He seems to have to make the bulk of the run stopping at the cornerback position. Eric Smith had 5 solos, 3 assists. Army gets set to play Wake Forest on Saturday. Wake Forest coming in nationally ranked number 16 in the country. And they've got a terrific quarterback, Sam Hartman, who has got phenomenal statistics on the season. And so Army's going to have their hands full. He's going to be stopping that Wake Forest passing attack, keeping them off the field with long Army drives. They tend to score a lot of points, but also give up a fair number of points. So Army's going to have to try to get their well-known 15, 18 play drives to work to take up the clock. We'll see. Coach Munkin seemed to like the idea of putting Jabari Laws in on passing downs. He felt it adds something to the offense, which is very evident. Jabari is such an athletic player. He's coming back from 2 serious knee injuries, and it's so good to see him able to play and being able to contribute. It's really helps. It really energizes the team. And of course, Tyhier Tyler, what a strong runner he is, and what a strong, well-respected leader he is on the team. Of course, the Army defense really held Wisconsin to just 2 scoring drives, both in the first half. And Andre Carter again continues to become one of the better linebackers in the country. So you got to say that he's improving with every game and making his presence felt. That opposing teams have to adjust their game plan to make sure they've got somebody looking for number 34 coming in quick to put a tackle on the quarterback or a running back. So we'll be out at Michie Stadium on Saturday. A big crowd sellout is expected. Try to get there early, before 10 o'clock. It's a 12 o'clock kick. The cadet parade is at 9. Black Knight Alley is open early. The team arrives at 10 o'clock. Too much fanfare. It's a great thing to see them march in, led by the Rabble Rousers and the Cadet Spirit Band, and then all sorts of activities there. At 11:30, you want to be in your seats. That means you got to be through security try to get to security by 11 to get in and get to your seats, so that you're there when the West Point Band goes on the field and starts Brave Old Army Team. There is then the march on of one of the regiments of cadets, and the national anthem and the presentation of colors. If the weather's good, there'll be a parachute jump, and the cadets on the field will do the rocket, and then the Army team will be welcomed with much fanfare to the field. And then Army and Wake Forest, 12 noon start. If you can't be there, it'll be on the CBS Sports Network. Wake Forest, number 16 in the country. There's going to be a lot of interest in this game. Wake Forest obviously is trying for an unbeaten season and their own chance to go to the college football playoff. Coach Monken said this may be the best Wake Forest team in their history. So we'll see, but Army's up for the challenge and they want to get a win. They need a win for their bowl chances and also just for the kind of season that they want. This would be a signature win for Army if they can pull it off. And I know they're going to go in thinking they can. So they need the crowd support. That would be a big edge. This will be the biggest crowd at Michie Stadium after the pandemic. So it's going to be really fun to see. The weather long range forecast is good. It's going to be a little cool, but it should be a great classic football day at Michie Stadium. One of the kind of day that has caused many to say that's the best place to watch college football in the country. So we're going to look forward to that. Good. Again, thank you to the three players who talked with us after the game, Marquel Broughton, Andre Carter, and Tyhier Tyler. And we'll see you at Michie Stadium. We'll have more player interviews and coach interviews here on our page, West Point Football Report, during the week. For Sons of the American Legion Radio, this is Ken Kraetzer.